Welcome to another Todd's
2-Minute Tech Tip Tuesday.
Brought to you by the National RV Training Academy, the only academy that gives you the credentials to become a certified tech and/or certified inspector. All right, so let's say you get into a sudden freeze like we did here in Texas. You may actually get a frozen situation outside before you turn on your furnace. One thing to consider is with our dauber screens, they can go ahead and freeze up. What will take place is your furnace will come on for about 15 or 20 seconds and then it's gonna turn off. So what's going on possibly is we've got air blockage. So I want you to go outside and look at your dauber screen. Okay, in this case, we've already had several where the dauber screen itself froze over before the furnace came on. And if that freezes over before the furnace comes on, we've got safety mechanisms that doesn't allow this furnace to come on and stay on if the air can't come out. So one tip is to make sure that your dauber screens is free of snow and ice. Let's talk about getting water into your RV. Your water hose is not protected, and we only got about a 5/8 inch thick wall right here. So what's gonna take place is this is gonna freeze. So the best thing to do when you're cold weather camping is if you need water, of course you do, before it freezes, go ahead and fill up your holding tank, because your holding tank can handle water from 6 to 10 inches. And it takes a lot more for that to freeze. Of course, if you have tank warmers, you want to turn those on, and of course you want to turn on your furnace. Don't rely on your water hose. Now there's an old adage as well that we do in our homes, and that is to go ahead and open up our faucets and let them drip. The problem is when we let them drip constantly, we're dripping those into our gray tank, and then we got a question. Let's look over here at our stinky slinky. Does that look protected to you? No, so if we open up our gray tank and allow that to drip out, that's all frozen as well. We've got no way for this to come back out. So the best thing that we can do is to put the water in the holding tank, open up our cabinets, and use our furnace as much as possible. Keep that furnace on, it'll keep those lines warm, and you won't have a freeze up situation. So if we have our DOT cylinders, in this case what we've done is actually wrapped it around with Reflectix and put another blanket around there. Try and do everything that we can to keep that tank warmer than outside, because as we all know, propane will not come out of this tank when it's cold outside, or when it's really cold. We will actually outrun the rate of vaporization. If you've got a motorhome, then you've got an ASME tank. And on this one right here, we actually have what we call an extend-a-stay. The question is whenever you're running your propane all night, you're gonna run out of the tank that you have that's on your motorhome. How do you get additional propane without lifting everything up and getting over there? And you see in this case, it's probably not going anywhere. Well, we can hook up an extend-a-stay and run it off a DOT cylinder, which is sitting right here. So a great tip, if you have a motorhome, is to purchase an extend-a-stay and run it off a cylinder whenever you run out from your ASME tank. If you want to be able to fix the majority of the problems on your rig, but let's say you want to open up a business, become a certified inspector or a certified RV technician, head over to our website at nrvta.com, click on programs, and get started today. We've got some type of, let me start over, Tech 2. So let's go ahead and talk about getting into an extreme cold weather camping right after this. I don't even know why I said that. I'm allergic to snow. Are we rolling?
We are rolling.
All right. You know when my beard is shorter? You can use the first part. Some of you may be asking, Todd, your beard looks a little short. What's going on? It's cold outside. You know, the bad thing about having a beard is the snot sickles. You can't tell when you get them. Got to rotate your wheels every once in a while.